the process of recording vocals for this album was one of the most intricate ways we went about things. Never really went and took these steps with recent records. So this was kind of something that Grant, the vocal producer that I worked with, him and I kind of planned out, step by step as to how we really wanted to put the vocals into the songs. So the process kind of went like this. It was really difficult, figuring out what lyrics fit which song best. And then I'd go home and I'd listen to some rough tracks and kind of fit the vocals. You have to edit sometimes. Certain sentences may not fit, in the measures exactly right. Sometimes certain words sound better than other words screamed. So that kind of stuff, and then figuring out just a basic pattern. And then I would go into the studio with Grant, and we'd sit side by side in front of the board, and we'd have a microphone, and we would start the scratch track, and I would whisper, scream the patterns as to what we found. And then we would kind of listen to it back, figure out if there was patterns that we thought were kind of weak that maybe we could restructure, and then we would do that. And then the next process was me going into the booth and basically just laying down what we call 1.0s. And 1.0s is just the basic level scream, just to kind of get the vocals in the song, and then we'd be able to step back and listen to the whole thing, kind of see, if it kind of came well with made the whole piece. You know what I mean? So that was new. And then I'd go home and listen to that, and he would do the same. And then we'd come back the next day, and I would have edits and ideas, and then we would re-edit that, and then that's 2.0, and then there's 3.0, where it's, you're adding layers of screams certain places. It got, basically there's 4 levels, and it's usually a vocalist spends about a week's time, recording the vocals for the whole record. This time around, we spent over 100 hours on vocals just alone, me and Grant and I. And so it was extremely stressful. It was a lot of work, but I think really, if you want to do something right, you really have to work hard and diligent, So I think it overall, came out pretty well. I think this record, compared to the rest that we have, really has its own identity, and the line is really thin as far as doing something outside the box and something diverse, and then staying to your roots, and oftentimes, especially coming, around 5, or this being our 5th record, that's really hard to balance that. But I feel like this record, for me, there's more art to it. It's like music instead of being metal, and it's really weird saying that, because usually in the past I've gone, oh yeah, this record is heavier, or this record's a little lighter, or a little more melodic. And to this album, I feel just is art. It's just that's a piece of art, and you get to listen to it.